Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the online classes at SMB Qaid-e-Azam Public School. I am Abid Hussain and now we are going to start our lecture today. Today we are going to start our topic, which is the system of the units. Actually, first of all, we will define that what is the quantity. Actually, quantity means the measurement of any substance and the amount of the any substance. So, in simple words, you can say that the measurement of amount of a substance, this is called the quantity. Actually, as we have already given a lecture in our chapter number 1st, and in our first lecture we have discussed about the quantity, that what is the quantity, and then you know well that the quantity is the amount of the substance, is the material of the substance, and we can say that it is a magnitude of a substance. Now if we will discuss that what about the material, like if we have a brick, in Urdu block, then we can say that block is made up of the material, then how much material is used there. So that material is called the amount of the substance, that substance block or the brick. Now this is the quantity of that substance. Not only this, but if we have 1 kg of the wheat or rice or anything, then that 1 kg represents the amount of the substance. Now we can say that what is the magnitude of a substance. As you are a physics student, so in our next lectures you will learn about the vector quantities. Now if we will say that what are the vector quantities, in simple words, vector is a quantity which has proper magnitude and proper direction. We will discuss more about it, that what is the proper magnitude and what is the proper direction. But here we can say that vector is a quantity which has proper magnitude. Then what is the magnitude here? Actually, magnitude is the amount of that vector. Means if we will say that a vector is 5 meter long, then we can say that 5 meter represents the amount of that vector. So in simple words, we can say that quantity is a magnitude, quantity is a material of a substance, and quantity is amount of the substance. Now these are the definitions of the quantity. Now when this comes in our mind, then we represent a quantity, and we can measure a quantity with the help of unit. Now if we will say that what is the unit, we can say in simple words that unit is the building block of measurement. Means if we will say that all the quantities are measured under the units, all the quantities have their different units, and by these units we measure most of the things in our world. In other words, unit is used in physics to refer standard measures of a quantity. Means we can say that if we have a quantity like we have length, then length is measured under the unit which is called the meter, centimeter, and the else. And if we have the amount of substance like the mass, then we can measure the mass in terms of the kg. If we have the time, then time we measure under the unit of second. Second is a small unit and it's also a SI unit. but we can measure it into the minutes and then hours and days and other things. Okay, now unit clear. Now we have there are two types of the quantities. From them, one is the fundamental quantity and the second one is the derived quantities. Now first we will talk about the fundamental quantities. Okay, now what is the fundamental quantity? Actually, fundamental quantity is an independent physical quantity. Means simply we can say that fundamental quantities are those quantities which have their own importance. These are not dependent on any quantities, but these have their own representation. So simply you can say that the physical quantity which is independent quantity, that is called the fundamental quantity, and we can say that it is the quantity which is used as the pillars for the other quantities, like we have the derived quantities. So in fundamental quantities we have many examples, like we have the length, we have the mass, we have the time. These are the basic three quantities which are the fundamental quantities, and these quantities then makes the other quantities to drive them. So we will talk about the second quantities, which are the derived quantities. This is the second type of the quantity. Now derived quantities are those quantities which are derived from the fundamental quantities. Means we can say that such quantities which are deriving from the basic or the fundamental quantities, these are called as the derived quantities. Got it? Okay, now again we have two quantities. From them is the fundamental, then second one is the derived quantities. So here we are talking about the derived quantities. Now for example, we have the examples of the derived quantities, as we have the speed. Actually speed is made by the two quantities. From them, one is the length and second one is the time. So length per time, we can say that it is a speed. So like this, we have acceleration, we have force, we have work, we have torque, and all of these are the all quantities which are deriving from the fundamental quantities. So for the base of this, these are called as the derived quantities. Got it? These are called the derived quantities, and these are the example of the derived quantities because these are deriving from the fundamental quantities. Okay, done. So now when these quantities were built up, it was a need to summarize these quantities under a system. So for this, there was a system which was built up, and it was called as the system of the units. So first of all, we will talk about the definition of the system of the units. As we have the definition here, a system of units is a set of related units that are used for the calculation. Means if we have a set or bundle of the units, and we have used this bundle for the calculation of the so many quantities, so many things, so this is called as the system of the units. Okay, got it? Means we can say that the set of related units which are used for the calculations, or all the quantities which are used to measure the substances, and quantities have the different units. So the set of those units of the quantities, this is called the system of the units. So now if we will talk about the systems of the units, then we have the first system of the units, which is the CGS. So now we will talk about the first system, that is the CGS. Here we have the three basic quantities, because we have already learned about the quantities. So we have the first quantity, that is the length. We have the second quantity, that is the mass, and we have the third quantity, that is the time. Good. Three quantities, which are they? Length, mass, time. Good. Now we have the length. Length has a unit which is called the centimeter, represented by C. Then we have the mass. Mass has a unit which is gram, and gram is represented by G. Then we have the time, and time has a unit which is called the second. So second is for the time and is represented by S. Now we have the centimeter, gram, and the S. C centimeter, G gram, and S for second. Now these are the three basic quantities which are here in front of you. Okay. Now for this was called the CGS. This was called as the CGS. CGS means centimeter, gram, and second. Now these are the three. After that we have the second system, which is called the FPS. Now actually FPS is called the British Engineering System. As we know that British Engineering System, actually it was built up by the British. So there are also the three basic quantities here. Actually F is here for the foot, P is for the pound, and S is for the second. Mainly we measure here foot, which is for the length, like nowadays we are using for length, which is the foot. Mostly we use pound for the weight here. Actually weight is a derived quantity, so we can't say it as a fundamental unit or fundamental quantity, but it is used here, pound. And then second is generally used for the time. Most of the quantities use the second unit. So now here FPS is for the foot, pound, and the second three quantities. Actually why foot is used here? Actually it is used here for the measuring purposes, because British government was here and they used foot, pound here, and when they go on from here, these all the things remain here till today, and we are aware of foot and pound, that these are used here. As we go to a bakery or anything else, then we buy a cake in the form of pound, and if we are measuring any length of any house or any plot or anything else, then we use the word which is called the foot. So these are the measuring units in this system, which was called as the FPS, was used mostly by the British government. So these were named as the British Engineering System. So after that we have third system, which is called the MKS. Now MKS is meter, kilogram, and the second three. There are also the three basic quantities, like we have the mass, we have the length, we have the second. Second is for the time. So three basic quantities, we can say that length, mass, and time. Length has a unit which is called the meter. Mass has a unit which is called the kilogram, kg. And the third one is the time. Time has a unit which is called the second. Now these are the three basic quantities which are called the MKS system. Actually this is a modern system, and you will learn more about it in our next system, which is called the SI system. Now we will talk about the SI system. Actually SI system, which is based upon the system of international units, and it was established in 1960s. Okay. Now the question which rises here, that why these systems changed and why it was needed to be a system like the SI unit, which was established by the team of scientists. Actually, it was a question that if we have the different system of the units and the whole world which is combined together by the business purposes, if we are buying any substance or if we are selling any substance, then this system, if there was not a common system for everyone, then there was a difficulty to buy any substance or to sell any substance. Because if I am buying any substance from any other country, then they will give me in the form of centimeter, and if I am here and I have a system which is the meter, so how can I buy this substance? There was the need of the conversion of the length of the time or anything else if we are buying that. So for reducing this, scientists thought that there should be a common system in all over the world. For this purpose, they made SI system, means system of the international units, which should be used in all over the world, and everyone will get anything in the same unit as they have and as the other one have. So by this purpose, SI system was established, and under this system there was 7 basic quantities. So nowadays there are all the systems which are used in our previous time, they are not used as commonly, because SI system is used commonly in all over the world. So we have the 7 basic quantities here, and from them first is the length, second one we have the mass, third one we have the time, then we have the temperature, and then we have the luminous intensity, then we have the amount of substance, then we have the electric current. So if we will talk here about the basic quantities, as length has a unit which is called the meter, mass has a unit which is called the kilogram, meter is represented by m, and kilogram is represented by kg, and their time has a unit which is called the second is represented by s, and we have the temperature. For example, we have the temperature, and temperature is represented by the Kelvin. Actually Kelvin is here the SI unit, but we have also the Celsius and we call the centigrade, and we have the Fahrenheit F. Then we have luminous intensity. In Urdu you can say that roshni ki shiddat, light. So we have the candela, and we have the amount of substance. So for the amount of substance we have a unit which is called the mole, MOL, and then we have electric current which is measured under the ampere. Now these are the 7 basic quantities which are used nowadays in all over the world, and if we'll let these quantities, then except of these 7 quantities, all the quantities which are present in our world, these all quantities are the derived quantities, because these all the quantities are dependent upon these 7 basic quantities which are here. Got it? Means if we have acceleration, we have the force, we have the weight or anything else, these all the quantities are dependent upon the basic fundamental quantities, 7 basic fundamental quantities, and these are derived from these. So I hope you have understood all the topics very well. So if you have any question, then you can ask and if you have any difficulty anywhere, then you can contact. So